Okay, here comes the end of the Europe session. And the dollar yen is drifting up. I have some mental limits placed. I'm already long, so I'm not going to add to the position. And it's right here. You could buy at the market right now, I would say. One ticket, but I'm already in from way deep. Looking for 109 to get hit. Blow through 109, go to 109.50 and smash to do a total engulf here to 110 on dollar euro. Now the dollar to the yen. The euro to the yen has already done that move. So we're looking for like a big giant reckoning on the yen today. So that was it. That would be my entry. The scalp there, you just made 10 pips. That was a 10 pip winner. Chicken dinner right there. Now just clip the high of the day. Sellers came in. And big panic possibly coming here in a total. Also, we are inside of the hammer on the, take all this stuff off and go to the daily. You're in a hammer. So you're going to ride the hammer. You're going to actually load on the hammer and use that as your entry. If this hammer on this one broker happens to be accurate. So we're kind of having a hammer here, I call it, just because I don't care about the open. I really care about that wick. The wick is what makes it a hammer. So this took out the low yesterday, this morning, took out the low again. So we retested and stopped everybody out. So you know that anybody that's trying to buy that, running too tight a stop, you don't have to really load up because they can perceive a possible retracement coming. So, you know, that's kind of your scalp window too. So scalpers can trade the daily and swing traders can trade the minute chart. And what I'm saying here is the minute chart would be your, should I hold the swing trade? Now here, the whole time this is marching up in the 1 minute, you can see all the signals on here. You should be able to identify all the wedges that are forming on close. Real easy, major price pulses on the 1 minute. Very quick, quick and dirty market, the 1 minute chart. So here you looked at buy, pull back maybe to that line, but hey, you're already long. You got confirmation. Where's the top becoming a bottom? You got triple top becoming a bottom here. Maybe going to hold your swing trades. So you would ask yourself, had you bought really low down there, would you add to the position on this flag? If you're a swing trader, you could say, oh, I'm going to stay in this trader. Maybe you're going to, if you're a scalper, you're already out, right? Maybe. But some of the tickets are set for scalp buttons and some are set for each button set for a different kind of trade. Swing trade button, then you got a scalp button, and then you got your, I'd say like intermediate in between that. It's going to make 30 pips in like 3 hours. The other one's going to make 8 pips in 8 seconds. The other guy's going to make, 100 pips in 3 days. And each one of those is set up that way. And that's the way I'd approach it. Now, like I said, you don't have to be there for the trade. You can take advantage of buying the fresh lows. As you came into the dollar yen, we had a huge smash down. You can see the market just kind of cave into free fall, basically. And brutal spreads as it's smashing around. I've seen that before. Anytime market gets into uncharted water, it definitely gets spooked. Now we're cutting back into charted water here. So the retracement trade system is kind of like, well, you know what? It's going to have to go. It might go into a drift retracement, or it might go smashing back. Literally, total auction rejection of the previous thing. So the trend trader or the scalper that's sitting here just riding along anticipating a break of this trend line. So the system here looks like this. You see a peak, you draw a line, right? And you see a peak here, you draw a line. Now you have your first trend line, you have a triple trend line, and you're looking for the stop hunt for the people that are, or you're looking for a break of that trend line. You're anticipating it's going to happen. So you start running your buy limits down here, but maybe you don't get it. So you're just kind of like buying here, saying, Well, how long is this going to hold up? And you could make the argument here at this point on the chart, at least, your trend lines have to keep on moving. Like moving average is just a lazy man's trend line, obviously. You could keep moving that line, and by here you're saying, okay, well now it's feeding off this trend line on the close 1 minute. It's feeding off of it, and then tops become bottoms here. You get perfect ABC correction, you would call it. For Elliott Titian, this is either a wave 4 here or ABC. You can have it any way you want. Nice with Elliott wave. Elliott wave, he must have been bisexual or something. There must have been something going on under the hood there, because as many extensions as he had, right? Maybe he had French ticklers, all that stuff. Okay, so going to 110 would be our target if we're thinking auction today. And this week and the end of the month is here, and holidays coming, and it's a huge order imbalance here. And the Bank of Japan was talking to the Bank of, in other words, all the intervention that people do creates pressure in the market. So they say that the market, people intervene, right? And then the market just does what it wants to do anyways. They always try to prop these markets up with central banks. Central banks aren't that powerful because the mob, once everybody's on the wrong side of that trade, as they say, it's crowded trade, whatever. Then that's when the hell begins, right? Because then it goes ballistic. It becomes severely overbought and severely underbought, and it just becomes this fucking circus of the non-stars. Okay, so we're looking for 110 here, swing trade. And we're looking at the 1 minute chart to see whether or not we stay in the trade. So it looks good on the one, and we can get signals from the 1 minute chart to say, you know what, by the end of the day, we could be up like another 50 pips maybe. Right, if we're lucky. Of course, huge volatility in everything, it seems like. And the euro is kicking the dollar's ass like who didn't see that coming. So the last vacuums are starting to fill up, I think. In this changing of the guard, and here comes the end of the year, and it is August. I don't know what's going on out there, but it's very scary how the volatility is about to get really seriously volatile. So seeing a 150 pip stampede on one day, I think that's how it's going to, the future to come. I don't know. You see that on all these currencies, I guess. I don't watch them all, but certainly euro yen. Last night, a fantabulous doji body that you could see it on the. I feel like I'm talking about some constellation in the sky. You should have seen the moon last night. But seriously, it was like just sideways congestion, real obvious, kept banging up against the top. You got this, all your patterns that people talk about show up on line charts, but they never show up on candlesticks, wicks. Never seen a good pattern. Never see a good triangle, never see a good flag, never see a good, I guess the flag is built on wicks maybe. I say there's just, it's like, if you're a buyer, you're buying it, you're pulling the trigger every time it tugs down. Every time it gets up in the air, you're selling if you're a bear. So in a downtrend, every gasp of air for the bulls, you're taking advantage of it. So the trade in that direction. And if you're just hunting for, you're going to figure, I guess it depends how much money you're trying to make. Or if you just like to have fun, you can just trade on demo, there's no law against trading on demo for not money. Now that would be interesting. Where are the gamers that are can trade this thing and just fucking kill it, right? It's like a score. Look at money as a score. How good are you at that? Why isn't it a score? Then this is where the sports, you talk about trading psychology, it goes right into sports psychology. It's so totally mirrored up with each other, totally mirrored up. And of course, these different time frames. When the market's going about 10 pips a second, it seems like, wow, that doesn't seem like it seems like a real long time. Like 5 minutes goes by and the market just went 50 pips. You're like, wow, that was. I mean, if you know anything about what it would be to be on the right side and wrong side of that trade, and actually just in a demo doing it. It's amazing, right? There's nothing more fun than having somebody that doesn't know shit about trading take the wheel of an MT4 platform and just start goofing around. Hey, hit this button. Hey, look at that. Wow. And then actually, I think that the key there would be to ask them what they're thinking while they're trading. Yeah, if I had a trading course, it would go like this. Module 1, you sit down and you just trade MT4. I'll give you some canned scripts. Let's say this is the buy button, this is the sell button. Go for it. And then I would just say, how do you feel? Describe how you feel. And then I would send them home with a tape of them. I would record them and I'd send them home with the tape of them. And say, you come back, you tell me if you think you're done. So that's $10, right? You come in, it's $10 to get like studio time, right? You come in, trade for an hour, trade online, right? Trade. You'd have to be in some kind of go-to meeting or something. You're in a go-to meeting, right? On your mark, get set, right? It's just, like I said, it's like the jam session. You don't have, it's like, okay, I'm buying here. Okay, I'm selling. How do you feel about that trade? And then, of course, the other thing is that people that want to ask other people, where do you think the market's going? Is that supposed to, like, help? What do you think of this blue car? I heard blue cars really don't sell very well. So buying a red car, and it's so cliche that a red car sells at a better price, or even probably a black car. Of course, there's the silver car. I always wanted a silver car because I thought, wow, it looks like metal. It is metal. I guess that was kind of a black and white idea. The gray, just give me a gray car. How about gray everything? How about 50 Shades of Grey was really about just everything's so fucking gray that, wow, you really stand out against that wall of blood. Look at that. Okay, so we'll pull back here to the breakout point. So you don't have to, if you're watching this 1 minute chart and you're in a swing trade, you're like, you know what? By noon, if we're at 10, if we go up 10 more pips, we'll be 109. And if by 1 o'clock we're banging on 109.10, then you could close here and maybe drift up in Asia. The big cleft of the void, the rooftops are sitting at 109.40. So another 45 pips, boosh, right? Now you could dump the whole position there and reload, or you go for what's behind door number 3 and you just let it ride. Right? You just don't care, you let it ride. There's two approaches to this. So, yeah, that's it. I got to make some coffee here. This is a brutal time. You know, you really shouldn't drink and drive. And just a note to everybody: don't drink and drive, or don't drink and then leave your headlights on. Right? Don't let your battery die on you.